Click the like, subscribe and the notification bell. It helps the Talisman to keep theatre alive.
Wouldn't it be nice to get on with me neighbours? But they make it very clear they've got no room for ravers. They stop me from grooving, they bang on the wall. They're doing me thrusting, it's no good at all. Lazy Sunday afternoon, I've got no mind to worry. I close my eyes and drift away.
You'll never guess who I saw today. Haven't seen her for ages.
Oh, yeah?
No, you'll never guess.
No,
It's no good pretending to listen, Bill. I know you're not.
no. Quite so. What's that noise?
What noise?
Like a buzzing.
Oh, that. It's Peter strimming.
Our Peter?
No, of course not our Peter. Do you think he'd come all the way down here from London, do a bit of strimming and not call in to see us?
No.
The very idea. It's Peter next door.
I thought they were going away.
Did they say?
Well, no, not to me.
Well, they were, actually. Mary told me.
Oh, yeah? I thought they were. So why is Peter strimming?
They must be back.
A day early?
Is it?
Well, they were supposed to be back on Thursday, I think.
Oh, by the way, Bill,
What now?
I've been meaning to mention it.
I know, the fridge door's squeaking again.
Oh, is it? No, it wasn't that.
I've said I'll look at it, so I will. Now, don't fuss.
It's no good.
I'm surprised you've read as much as you have, if it's that bad.
I wasn't talking about the book. The fact is that, well, hearing Peter strimming has reminded me...
Were you going to do a bit of gardening?
Certainly not. I'll leave that to you. Wouldn't dare interfere after last time.
It's not a case of interfering. You made an honest mistake, and we said we'd say no more about it. Dahlias can easily be mistaken for nettles. I know.
Bill, I was
Look,
I
it
was going to
says
say...
here. What is it? What is it, dear?
Well, I was going to say that the sound of Peter strimming reminds me...
Ignore it. If you don't pay attention to things that annoy you, you stop noticing them. That's what I do.
Do I annoy you, Bill?
What?
I said, do I annoy you?
Of course not, dear.
Bill, I feel I must say something.
Yes, dear? Must you?
No, I feel I must tell you. I can't keep it from you any longer.
No?
I don't know why I should feel so guilty with things the way they are between us.
No, not at all.
Are you actually listening, Bill? I'm serious.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You see, I'm having an affair with Peter.
Peter?
Peter next door.
Oh, good.
It's Mary I worry about. When she finds out, she'll be heartbroken. What do you mean, good? You haven't listened to a word I said.
No, I said it was good. Your affair with Peter.
How can you ever think that's good?
Because I'm having an affair with Mary.
I'm shocked. How could you?
Well, in much the same way as you and Peter, I suppose.
And did you never think to tell me?
Yes, I did actually. But I didn't.
So, you've let me suffer agonies of guilt for months.
Has it
when
been
all
months?
the time you've been deceiving me. I don't suppose you've been consumed by guilt.
Oh, yes, I have. In my own way. I try not to think about it, though.
We must go next door and have it out with them, the four of us together.
Must we? What, you mean now? This afternoon?
We can't keep it from them. Not now that we know. We must tell them.
You've lost me, I'm afraid.
You mean you're leaving me?
Oh, no, of course not. Look, don't upset yourself. I mean, I didn't understand what you meant.
What I meant when?
what you meant when you said we must tell them.
Well, obviously we must.
Well, tell them what, exactly?
Tell them that they're having affairs with us.
Well, surely they realise that. I mean, Mary doesn't say much, but I'm sure she notices we're not. Well, that is... we're
No!
not-
Tell Peter about Mary and Mary about Peter. We mustn't let them live a lie.
Well, they aren't necessarily living a lie, are they? I mean, if Peter asked Mary if she was being unfaithful to him and Mary said no, well, that would be a lie. But if they haven't asked each other, they haven't lied about it. They'd just be living in ignorance. And there's a lot of that about. An awful lot.
Don't be so pedantic. We ought to tell them tactfully.
Well, if you insist. But we're not going to stop, are we?
No, we'll only pop in for a few minutes and then leave them to themselves.
That's not what I meant.
Well, what then?
We're not going to stop having our affairs with them, are we?
You mean carry on?
Well, we've been carrying on, so we might as well carry on. Carry it on.
I don't know. It doesn't seem right.
It'll make things much easier once it's out in the open. I won't have to pretend to go to some boring U3A lecture every Thursday evening. All that palaver of setting off in the car, then parking it around the corner, walking back to hide behind a bush until I saw Peter's car driving away, then creeping into their house.
And I'll be able to stop pretending to have book group meetings every Thursday. It'll be a relief not to have to read another bloody novel. Not to mention preparing all the snacks and wine for the group that Peter and I would have to finish off, leaving used-looking plates and glasses for you to wash up.
It always used to puzzle me that we never ran into any of your members in town. I never met Claire, or Felicity, or Jane, and who was it? Grace.
They never existed. Not one of them.
Very clever. Fictional characters discussing novels while you and Peter were...
To think that you were only next door.
Well, it's nice to have it out in the open.
Only if it's a warm night, though.
Eh?
Peter takes Viagra. I suppose you do too.
Oh, yes.
How long does it last?
No time at all. You just swallow it. It's not like a lozenge. You don't suck it. Well, come to think of it, it is shaped like a lozenge. A small lozenge. I suppose you could suck it. I must check on the instructions. Oh, dear. I'm tired.
Me too. Things got a bit intense back there.
Do you mind awfully if I go to have my afternoon nap now?
Of course not. I think I might join you.
Will you? No funny business, though. It is Sunday.
No funny business, unless the mood takes us.
So you don't mind changing your plans?
What plans?
You know, you said we should go next door and have it off with them.
What?
Together as a foursome.
Oh, Bill, you really don't listen. No foursome.
That's a relief.
The strimming stopped.
So it has.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Here we all are, sitting in a rainbow. Oh, blimey, hello, Mrs. Jones. How's your bird lumbago? I'll sing you a song with no words and no tune. So sing in your car, see what